systems are what we mean by real project. Those folks got a lot out of it. This year we also are giving an award for the best individual practicum project, best individual one. Unfortunately, the lady is not here. This was a class taught at Johnson Space Flight Center in Houston. It's Michelle Parker. Although we normally recommend FEAC students work in teams, there are occasions when individual projects are done, and we don't expect individuals to develop as sophisticated and comprehensive practica as with teams, obviously. However, there are occasionally individuals who produce exceptional work that demonstrates a very deep and comprehensive understanding of enterprise architecture. In such instances, we recognize such individuals with a special award for such an accomplishment. We are making such an award for Michelle for her project entitled Information Resources Directorate Project Management Office Architecture. That is the best thing I've ever seen from one individual. And we will give that to one of the NASA folks. On to the Career Achievement Awards. There are people in this town that have worked long and hard, many decades almost, on enterprise architecture, and they've been game changers. So the faculty felt it necessary to recognize several individuals who contributed in major ways to the use and impact of enterprise architecture in the public and private sectors. This year's inductees are Dick Burke. Mr. Burke was the government's chief architect and manager of the FEA program within the Office of Management and Budget. In his role, he led in developing and involving a government-wide business and technology framework for aligning federal IT investments to improve government services to Americans. Prior to OMB, Burke was the chief architect for the Department of Housing and Urban Development, where he was responsible for the development and delivering of HUD's enterprise architecture practice, data management practice, and strategic planning process. Dick's 30-year career at HUD headquarters spanned the research, demonstration, and management of most federal initiatives and activities in the field of community development and housing rehabilitation. Dick earned a master's degree in public administration from Ohio State University, and he's also a soccer enthusiast, as I am. He's United. Dick? Rob completed his first enterprise architecture over 20 years ago, arguably the earliest in government. He led the first agency-level 5 EA maturity effort in the federal government at Customs. Is that correct, Randy? Rob is a former senior executive who served as a chief architect, assistant deputy chief of staff, and deputy CIO, directly supervising over 3,500 employees, 4 Air Force agencies, and managing 100,000 information technology professionals. In addition, he managed a $21 billion information technology budget. With nearly 30 years in federal service, he led cross-agency e-government efforts in the Federal CIO Council with the Office of Management and Budget and General Accounting Office, so 4 years. He was chief architect at the Air Force Education and Training Command. He also authored and published the FEAF, the Practical Guide to the Federal Enterprise Architecture, and first 2 versions of the Architecture Alignment and Assessment Frameworks. He did his master's thesis, Master of Science thesis on enterprise architecture at Colorado Technical University. He also published numerous articles on EA and has been a keynote speaker on EA to national and international audiences. He recently joined Accenture. He is now a VP with Accenture, and he's also a triathlete in his spare time. I have a surprise. There's one more. There's one more recipient who doesn't know that he is. You can get up now, Tim. Mike is one of my favorite people, hardworking, and has been around forever. Everybody knows him. And he's probably a little speechless now. Yeah, I know.